So welcome, welcome everyone who has joined in today. I thank you all for your time. I know you must be busy, and also it's about to be festival season in India. So, what are we doing here today? So everybody has got this question. What are we doing here? And we'll explain to you. Now, before we start, so just to let you all know, most of you might not be knowing myself or Sanjeev. So we run DevOps Cloud Labs. So we have around close to around 90,000 presence on LinkedIn, 60, 70,000 on YouTube. But that's not it. What we specialize is making careers, especially in the DevOps and cloud. So we run multiple programs. This particular session is not about those programs. So when we say we run multiple programs, we do have students from freshers to around 25 years of experience who want to make their career in DevOps. So we do run mentorship programs, we run internships, we run projects. But this is completely different. Why we wanted to have this session today? Because there are many deserving candidates. Number one, who do not know whom to go to. Number two, some people they can't really afford the programs as well. So they are serious people. They want to make a mark in their career, but they really don't know how to do that. Sometimes it happens that they have been so burnt up in doing multiple courses that they don't want to take a chance to enroll into a course, right? So some people they're already burnt with it, so they've already put in some money, it didn't work out. So we wanted to help people here who are really serious about their career. They don't have to spend any single rupee in this. All they have to do is show some dedication to it, and we are here to help. So I've got around 20 odd years of experience, out of which around 15 years has been in DevOps. I work as a cloud architect in Melbourne, Australia. Uh, I work as a cloud architect here, and so is Sanjeev. So Sanjeev is also very, very experienced cloud architect. So, and we have worked in lots of multinational companies across with the careers, and we are still working professionals at the moment. So we have our day jobs, we do our jobs. Uh, Currently, I'm working on many AI projects. Also, I'm an expert in AWS, and DevOps has been something which I've been doing past around 10, 12, 15 years. Uh, Sanjeev, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit.
I think most of you guys would know both of us, but yeah, just a bit of introduction. I am Sanjeev, DevOps and Cloud Architect based in Sydney, and I have been running this YouTube and all this entire platform from last few years, and want to contribute um, some of the gaps that I have found, that how people are learning and want to fulfill those gaps and help people secure their first job in DevOps and cloud space. If they are already working, maybe mature into next role, getting their next promotion, or people who are working and want to switch to other companies. That's where I want to contribute based on my experience.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjeev. So how will this program work? So we are not charging you anything. All we want is serious students. We want to make career for people. So people who can't afford, but they are really serious and committed. Now the job market is pretty hard, and it doesn't matter what you say. The number of candidates, the type of CVs which are floating around, it's absolutely very, very difficult to identify good candidates among people who really don't want to work and they just want to get a job. So I'll tell you the reality. If I float a job around, which we have, and when we do, we get close to 500 to 800 resumes on the same day. So even if you are a deserving candidate, how much is your chance of getting your CV noticed? It's to a recruiter, it's mind-boggling. Just imagine yourself as a recruiter. You have a job and you want to place an ad. And what is the response you get? You get 300 CVs right flooded towards you. All you do is pick the top 20 and select randomly, call up few of them, and the remaining so many hundreds of CVs they go unnoticed. So this is a chance for you to tell us that you are dedicated. And what we will do in return is provide you absolute guidance on how to make your career flourish. And let me open up a little presentation which will help you understand what we are talking about. So Sanjeev, let me know once you see it.
Yep, I can see it.
All right. So what we are calling up this program is an ambassador program. So this is a program that we want to help people. We want to help everybody, those who are serious. So we don't want to make a really a cap out of it that we want 5 people, 10 people, but it has to be like a manageable number of students who we want to work with. What are you going to get in return? All you need to do is be sincere, and we will make wonders for you. And this program, that this today's session that we are trying, this is just to filter those people who are serious enough so we can help them out. Right? So we don't want people who are just saying things. We want people who are really working hard towards their career. Now, how will this program work? So initially, you will see that the number of positions that we have, we keep it to 5. It's not restricted to 5, 8, 10, but 5 is something that we can really manage. We can mentor the students personally. This is something that we want to do. So we want to mentor them personally. We want to enhance their profile, tell them about the quality that they can speak in the interviews. If you have seen our YouTube channel, you would see that we have taken lots of interviews, right? So, and you would know that we are talking about the stuff that we really know about. So we can help you clear the interviews. We can help you generate more knowledge. We can help you with a lot of different things which you haven't thought about. So our goal is to empower the candidates to secure the job opportunities. So how would you do that? So by building the DevOps skills, expanding your network. This is an easy line to say, right? How do you empower someone? But this is on us. We know how to empower people. We know how to train you. We know how to put in your interview skills. We know the different technologies that are up in demand. We know what to learn even on the AI, ML ops, the different tech stack that you haven't even thought about. We know the types of projects that you can do that you can put on your CV. We know all these different things that you can do to enhance your profile. How do you actually showcase your profile on GitHub? How would you put in content on LinkedIn so that people can start recognizing you away from the crowd? So you have to do something which keeps you a bit separate from the crowd, because sometimes there is just a very marginal difference in which would take the job either on your side or to the other candidates, right? So this is what we focus on. This is what we specialize on. These are the type of things that we do in our paid courses, but this is not one of them. We want to help people who are really committed to help themselves. This program is more suitable for freshers. And why I say that is because if you are already committed in a job, if you are already working in an organization, you might not have time to do this. So it's better that we support this to people who are not really employed, who have the caliber, and those are the people who will be really able to take advantage out of it. So in a if you see all this whole of list, so what it means is this is what we want to do for you. So the first thing is create a supportive network that promotes the collaboration and professional growth. See, many a times you will find that if you are into a technical problem, or if you want to understand a technology, you don't really get that sort of help from your colleagues or any closed network that you have. So we would create something like a closed network. So whether it be on a Slack channel, or whether it be on a Discord, or whether it probably not on the WhatsApp, because it gets very it's not really supportive of that. But we'll create a channel for you from where you will be able to interact with each other on specific types of problems. You will be able to discuss the job opportunities which are available, how to crack the interviews, and this will really make you stand out of the crowd. So We want you to grow your own network. How do we want to, how can you do that? You can start posting on LinkedIn, you can start posting on social media, but what do you post, right? So in the next sessions, for those people who are interested, we'll tell you what are the different types of posts that you can do. If you post an intellectual post, people will start following you. Once people start following you, there will be lots of companies who will start recognizing you in the meantime. So we'll tell you about the different types of posts that you can do. You can grow your own network, and we'll tell you as to how you can tag DevOps Cloud Labs, what we can do for you. We'll talk about it in the next slides. Another thing that we can do for you is give you access to Cloud Academy subscription. Now, Cloud Academy is a platform which will help you out in understanding different technologies. It's got many paid courses. We can give you access to that. We can also give you AWS credit vouchers, which you can use in learning. So this is all going to be free. It's not going to cost you anything. We give you AWS credit vouchers for free. And we are able to give it because AWS has provided us those vouchers. And we want to help you out on this so that you don't lose out. AWS is not really inexpensive. So it costs money to open up a cluster. It costs money if you want to try out AI ML. So we can give you those sort of credit vouchers and help you out in your studies. If you show a seriousness about your position, about whatever, uh, if you are serious about it, there will be permanent positions in DevOps Cloud Labs itself. So we are a growing company. We can provide some sort of job opportunities, and we are always on a lookout of people who are serious, who have the capability to understand the technologies, who have the capability to do the projects. So there is also a potential permanent job position that can come out to the serious candidates. We'll tell you about the DevOps marketing, and it's not a big deal that you need to do. All you need to do is post some relevant content on your LinkedIn so that you can grow your own network. Growing your own network is absolutely essential. So unless and until you do that, you will not be able to get that sort of exposure in the market. People will not be able to know you, and this is where many of the people are lacking behind. So you don't understand the importance of growing your network, and sometimes it's all these little opportunities when you grow the network that you get those niche positions without actually contacting every nook and corner. We do run multiple sort of projects, so we have got lots of projects with us. We can share it with you. You can work on those projects. You can put those projects in your CV, and that is where it will help you a lot. And this program will also enable you to connect with the industry experts. And if you are really serious, and which is what we want people to build up their personal reputation with us. We have lots of industry contacts. And if we find you deserving, this program is going to help you out a lot. Now, what happens if a few of you are really deserving and we find out that, okay, these are the candidates who are worth pursuing? If you stay with us for 6 months, if you shine out of the crowd, we give you an internship work experience certificate after 6 months. And there are a few commitments from you that you need to do, because if we are to provide you an internship and work certificates, you will have to do some sort of work for us, which is very minimalistic. So it's a part of growing yourself in terms of LinkedIn, and it will help us as well. But you would get, for people who do not have a work experience, it this thing is absolutely critical, because wherever you go, people will be asking you for work experience. So why don't you actually work and get some that sort of experience as well? We can even provide you some referrals as well if you are deserving. We do run a mentorship projects program, so it costs thousands of rupees. So the mentorship program costs around 50,000 rupees. We can give you exclusive access to that as well without any cost. You get access to the DevOps, AWS, and Azure recorded projects. You can work on those projects. You can increase your own skill sets. You get the invitation to attend live training sessions with us. So we do run live training sessions on Saturdays and Wednesdays. So these training sessions are not only on a specific technology, but these are also career-oriented sessions where we tell you about what can happen in an interview, how to how, if you have gone through an interview or if you have an upcoming interview, we tell you about how to prepare for that. So that is absolutely that makes or breaks a careers. And you also get access to the core team in one of the fastest growing DevOps organizations, so which is us. So all of these, and what are we asking in return? We are not asking you anything in return. So this, all we want is to filter out the candidates who are really serious in pursuing their goals. And it's saddening to see that there are so many deserving people who are not really getting chance. So we want to really help people out. Now, being an ambassador, so what are your responsibilities? So we don't want anything from you. All we want you is to write posts on LinkedIn. Don't write any crap. Go and write some interesting articles. Pick up some PDFs which are just floating around. And there are so many open source PDFs. There are so many open source documents that you can post. You not only do you look intellectual when you post them, but you also get to learn from them, right? So you can put in knowledge based articles. If you find some relevant DevOps images, just use your LinkedIn to post any sort of PDFs, share some AWS quizzes. So what will happen is people will start noticing you. Once you start gaining followers, you will see that there are knowledgeable people who have a strong network. They will want to connect with you. So do it for yourself. Now, what's in is it for us, right? So if you ask this question, not really too much, because the first thing that we want is to make some good successful careers. What you can do is when you are posting those articles, if you share or tag us, tag DevOps Cloud Labs, what we can do is, we can, if the article is good enough, we'll put a commendation back to you that okay, good work done, right? So you might have just a few friends in your network, but DevOps Cloud Labs, we are 80,000, 100,000 strong people community. When we actually start posting it back that okay, good job done, people will start noticing you that okay, you have done something. You will start getting more energy from various different sources that will start recognizing you. Consistently doing that will enable you to stand out of crowd. So this is something which is absolutely essential. People don't do that, but you have to do that. Promote success stories. Just highlight the skills, tools, highlight the projects that you do. We will enable you to do those projects. Post those projects on the social media that you have done this. This will highlight your own skill sets. We'll help you build the projects. Just highlight them on your LinkedIn that you have built it up, right? You can participate in the webinars. We will help you get the invites for the webinars. Go global. Participate in all those forums. Just don't sit idle. You don't even need to go anywhere. Just participate it online, right? Build a community around yourself. Do the DevOps projects. Show them on your YouTube, LinkedIn, and tag us. Because if you tag us, we can acknowledge you publicly for the good work done. So this will enhance your credibility. Now, not only will this enhance you, it will enable us to reach people as well, so that when we are doing these programs further in future, some more people might get help out of it. So tag us, we'll tag you back. We grow our network. We are growing anyway, but we really want you to grow as well, right? So it both of us will get help of this in reaching many people across. So the benefits, we already briefly discussed about the benefits. You get exclusive access and networking. So we do have access to a lot many different organizations, but and all of them, they really want the good candidates, people who are serious about it. So when you think from just a candidate point of view, you will see that okay, the job market, there's not really enough jobs. But as a recruiter, I know that filtering good candidates is even harder, because you are applying for 5, 10, 20 jobs. As a recruiter, when I ask for a good CV, I get hundreds and thousands of CV. So it's absolutely mind boggling to filter out good candidates out of them. So this program will enable us to select those 5, 10, 20, 50 people who really stand out of the crowd, who can make the mark, and people who can't afford from the money point of view, This is what this program wants to do. So we will provide you some sort of digital recognitions, some digital credentials. We'll provide you some batches which you can put on your social media. Get yourself noticed. When we run all these programs, we do invite in the live sessions. Try to present in the live sessions, because when you present your project in the live sessions, when you talk about workshops, you take leadership in those sessions. You try to manage the group. You try to show your leadership in it. You try to showcase some of the technologies that you have done. Not only that, you speak out and you gain benefit out of it, people will also learn from you. So it's a collaborative effort, and this is the team that we want to make. But if you are someone who just wants to sit idle and do nothing and just apply for a job, this is not for you. You will have to really come participate in the program and really make benefit out of it, because this program can change your life. And I really mean, it can change your life in 6 months time. Absolutely guaranteed. We give you priority access to new content. So for example, currently we are working on AI ML programs. We give you access to that as well. Learn leading technologies with us, right? So you get early access to courses, resources, beta programs, all of them for free. All we want is just serious and sincere people. We will validate your LinkedIn. We will validate your CV. We will, if you are really good, we will write commendation and portfolio reviews for you. So this is going to be very, very beneficial. And we will also, if you really want to go into our paid courses for later on, so this is something for later on, which I don't really want to talk about. But we do run lots of paid programs which are really beneficial to people. The type of students that we get in those programs are all from the large MNCs. So we talk about the different sort of career paths to them as well. Now, what is your commitment? So how do we know people? Because it's very easy to just register for something and forget about it. What we want from you, the first thing is to grow your network and just tag us. So if it's your own commitment, this is something that you need to do for yourself. But tagging us will enable us to understand that you are really serious about what is talking about. Don't underestimate the power of networking in here. What you can do is, all we want is like a single post every day on LinkedIn. And for that also, you can also pre-schedule the post. So you can pre-schedule the post for up to 45 days. So you can schedule your quizzes, you can put in the documents, just schedule, let's say if you schedule it on this Sunday, you can schedule it for the next 45 days so that you don't have to come back for it. So just schedule it in the bulk, and the post will go every day. Right? People who already have a LinkedIn follower base, they are preferable, but we are willing to make a discount if you are really committed and you show that you are the one who is making some change to it. You want to work it this way. This program is going to be free, and so lots of people will try to join in. And this is one of the ways that I identify that you are pretty serious about it. And this is the way that you can actually start connecting with us, because we don't want people who are not serious. So just feel free to drop off right in the midway of this session if you're not really serious about it. And if you do not understand the gravity of whatever I'm talking about, probably, uh, yeah, you should actually then drop out then. Details of the post, all we need is just to put in the hashtags and keywords for DevOps Cloud Labs. Not only it will help you grow, it will help us grow, reach more people who need these kind of programs, need these kind of supports. And of course, there are limited seats. We cannot mentor everyone. So I'm pretty sure that a lot of many people will start joining in. But as we continue progressing in the program, people will start dropping off. And probably in 2 weeks' time, we will just have a very handful number of people who we would like to mentor, and those who can connect with us. So how do you actually join the program? Just complete a sign up. So this sign up, I'm not putting up any complex form or anything. I'll just give you a separate WhatsApp group. If you want to join in, just join this WhatsApp group and we will tell you more in details as to the kind of posts that we want you to do. And that is the only requirement from you. So what we will do is we'll ask you to put in some sort of intellectual posts and tag us, and we will start including you in some of the career-based discussions that we are going to have from next week onwards. So we'll tell you, we'll ask you about anything that is happening in your career, any type of interviews. You can ask us any career-related questions that you have. So we'll start including you slowly and slowly in those live sessions where you can just, similar to the session that we are having now, we do have very frequent sessions with our different programs. So we can start including you in the programs. Those who are serious will start including you in the technology groups. We'll start including you where you can present your different projects, where you can record your projects, put those projects right on your YouTube, create a YouTube channel or put it on your LinkedIn channel so that people know that these are the type of projects that you have worked in. Make yourself credible in the social media. And that is all that we need from you. People who are serious, people who really want to work hard, and make space for people who really can't afford it, because we have got hundreds of people, and we have trained thousands of people with the cost. We want to change at least 5 to 10 lives with this program. It will take a lot of energy and effort from us to do it. And now consider that both me and Sanjeev, we are working professionals. We work from 9 to 5 every day, 5 days a week. We have our own paid programs to attend to. And on top of that, this is something that we want to create value for free for the people. So if you think from our point of view, this is just an overhead that we want to do, but we really want to change lives. It's very saddening to see that there are some deserving candidates out there who do not get all these benefits out. So that is the whole idea about it. So in this session, towards the end of it, I'll share you another WhatsApp group. People who are serious, those who synchronize with us, uh, you will you will get those access to another WhatsApp group, and the rest will all the groups will dissolve completely. So that's the idea behind it. Uh, for people who are more interested in it, we'll tell you what are the different sort of posts that you create so that you look intellectual. So those posts are worth that we start commenting on that. Okay, this looks pretty good, right? So make a name for yourself. I think that is all that I wanted to say about this program. So there's not really a lot for us in here. It's going to cost us a lot of time and energy to run this, but I really want to do it because there are so many people who really deserve it. So, all right. So, any questions on this? I'm happy to take questions. And those who have not synchronized with me, let's feel free to drop off, guys. So, we don't want really hundreds of people in the program. We are just looking for 5 to 10 serious people. I'm very sure that out of this group, we will get those people who we can make careers for. And that is something. So once you have reached this stage in life, you really want to make careers of especially the fresh graduates, because those people who already have experience 2 3 4 years, they will be able to switch their careers very soon because they already have a little experience down the line. But especially the freshers who really don't have much experience, they don't know what is happening in the industry. They don't know the insights for it. They don't have an understanding of how they should be talking up in the interview. What are the different commands that they should be looking at? What technical depth that they should be learning the projects with? This is the type of thing that we are really focused on working. So, guys, yeah, happy to take
A lot
questions.
of interested people on this. The idea is, in short, is to identify serious people, and you would have understood from Saurabh so far that it's very hard for us to find out serious people. Right now, people will say, I'm interested, but a lot of them will drop out as we move ahead. If I share some credentials to a cloud platform or some credits, I would not know where that effort is going, where that money is going. I have limited resources. So I need to send it to the right people who are serious about it. So that's the reason we are spending so much of time and trying to identify those people. There is no other idea. The what we want you to do is not post random stuff, like post quality project related information, post a big achievement that you have done, that completed some project or completed some certification or that sort of thing. Just posting random chat GPT generated content is not something ideal for your network build. You don't want uh, people uh, who themselves are looking for job in your network, right? You are looking for people who can hire you. Or if you get an interview call down the line, then the hiring manager looks at your LinkedIn profile. He should find it substantial, professional content there, just to be sure that you have been consistent all through your life while learning and studying and all sort of thing. That's what we want to highlight. And obviously how it will help us in future is that eventually when you get success, you would be posting in your network that this is where I got some information, this is the program that helped me. So that's when it will help us as well in parallel. So that's the whole idea. We can't share all our projects, all our content, everything with all the 100 people or 1,000 people in the groups, and then expect any output from that. Then it's useless. Like nobody will probably watch it. I think people would just like to spread it. The content is available and on so many platforms, so many places, but people until and unless they have targeted path direction, then they don't follow it easily. So that's the whole idea. If Saurabh, you can.
Yep. So how do you connect on this program? Now I'm sharing another WhatsApp group, so we'll probably dissolve the existing groups that we have in a few days. Uh, I will send another WhatsApp group in here. Join it as an expression of interest, and let me see if I can put that in the meeting group chat. So that's a new group. It's going to be a closed group, and I'm hoping that people will. Now we know Hindi, but we don't want to talk in Hindi because nobody will interview in Hindi, and that's why we don't do that. So, all right. So we want people to join and we want people to drop as well because we are only looking for very serious candidates. In 2 to 3 weeks time, I am expecting that this group will drop to 5 or 10 people. And if you are not consistent enough, we'll have a close look at your LinkedIn profiles in the coming weeks. If you are not consistent enough, we'll ourselves drop you out from the group because we don't want a large group. All we are looking for is change lives of 5 to 10 people. That's it. So if you're not serious enough, this is a lifetime opportunity for those who realize it. But those who don't realize it, well, you already have the world with you, right? So what are you doing here then? So. All right. So Shruti says, any skills required for the go? There's no skills required. You will learn everything. We'll tell you, we'll teach you everything in here. This is not a paid program. This is consider it as something that we want to do because we can do it. There are not many people who want to help people out. We want to help people genuinely, but we can only do it for 5 or 10 people. And one step at a time, right? So if we are able to help 5 or 10 people out of it, we'll run something like this maybe another in 6 months time. But yeah, me and Sanjeev have been talking about this. So it's a very pathetic job market out there. So you really have to stand out. And I understand that unless and until you have a tool, LinkedIn, which is very powerful, people have not been really, they don't know how to actually use it. Post intellectual content, and you will get the reap the benefits out of it, right? So that's all for today's session. You can see the new group that I have created in the chat. Just if you want, just join that group, and we will start filtering people out of the group. So suddenly one fine day, let's say in 2 weeks down the line, if you don't find yourself or you not there or you're being removed, yeah, it's probably because yeah, you have not been really serious about what we have been talking about. And we only want serious people, guys, just 5 or 10 people to whose career we can change.
I'll stop the recording and then we can take questions if.
Yep, that's fine.